Cool. Now I'm recording.
So yeah, I just watched the newest Legend of Korra. I'm lazy, so I of course don't get up in time to watch my morning cartoons like
Oh
a normal
no, dude,
person.
I am the same way. I have my DVR set.
Yep.
First off, why are they showing it at 10 a.m.?
Well, why do they show My Little Pony at 7 a.m.?
They do?
I think so.
For new episodes.
I think so.
No, that was like 10:30 or 11
The
o'clock.
point is, it's not on when I'm ready to watch cartoons.
Okay. Fair statement.
It's always like, what time does that shit come on? Oh. But yeah, it was a really good episode. I think my favorite part of the episode was probably all the stuff involving Bolin. Uh, yeah, not Bolin. I'm so sucky. Beifong.
Yeah.
Bolin. Beifong. Beifong. I thought her character had some really cool points in this episode. It was kind of a meandering episode. I mean, it was kind of cool to see how the whole Tarlock thing came together at the end like that, but it seemed really convenient.
It was kind of convenient. It's like, how does Amon know where you
His
are?
secret hideout is,
And
and
and that Korra is there, and
well, even more, it's like, oh, we just been introduced that this we because we kind of like we knew this guy was kind of a douche, but now it turns out he's a freaking supervillain.
well, what I seriously thought was I thought he was going to be Amon. Me and my friend were both like, okay,
Oh
he's the
no.
only douche enemy that we've come
Although,
across.
although after watching the fight between Amon and Tarlock, I'm pretty sure that Amon is a bender now.
Yes, he has to be a bender.
Because I think he has to have water bending at least.
Yeah.
Because he managed to resist that water bending. Uh,
Well, I mean, it's like I was thinking, Jesus, is he like half machine? Is he like a robot?
I
He's
mean,
a
yeah,
freaking Terminator.
he bent the avatar and shit. I mean, oh, that was. I mean, maybe he just isn't as good at it as his dad was.
Well, I read a thing online suggesting that Zuko's son is Amon.
That's also stupid.
But how come we haven't been introduced to Zuko or his past or that huge
Oh,
frickin' cliffhanger they left off at the end of the.
because they had that manga. They had that manga. I
You know
said
what?
manga.
You know what? No, no, because
Because they want to
some
save something for the
people
second season, dude.
some people want to watch the world burn.
It's because they want to save stuff.
That is.
Because if they just did everything the first season, you'd be burnt out so fast.
Well, I remember hearing there was only going to be one season, and now watching it, it's like
No.
no way.
Why? I mean, yeah. I really liked. I really liked. My favorite character in the show is Tenzin.
Yeah, because it's freaking Cave Johnson. I mean,
Well, it's not even that. He's just like one of the funnier characters. All of his interactions are interesting. He's not a complete idiot. Those are always things I like in a character.
yeah, but he's a good character because he has his pros and cons and weaknesses and.
He's not too serious.
Yeah, I mean that's a humanistic side that we all can enjoy and watch.
Okay, that's weird.
But
I'm looking at the cast and I recognize one name, and the only reason I recognize his name is because I've been reading about him lately, which is D. Bradley Baker. Do you know who Bradley Baker is?
can I use the internet for this question?
No, you'd recognize. It's one of those things you'd probably recognize him because you watch, Comic Con and stuff, right?
No, I
Occasionally.
Comic Con.
He's like the voice of like a bajillion characters, and he's not credited for most of them.
What?
For example, the reason I've been thinking about him lately is because I did a recent article on Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Yeah,
and D.
I
Bradley
love
Baker
that
was the
show.
voice of Olmec, the giant statue.
Oh my, you're serious?
Yeah, but you know what else he's the voice of?
What?
Well, I was looking through the Avatar cast. He's the voice of Naga the dog. He does a lot of animal voices. He was the voice of Momo and Appa.
What?
I mean, he's also the voice of Daffy Duck in Space Jam. So he's like this voice
Oh, I
actor I've
see
never
him
heard
now.
of
Yeah.
because he usually plays like really random voices.
The Amazing Spider-Man, Iguana.
Oh yeah, Iguana is like the lizard ripoff. Not really lizard ripoff. He's
I
just
was
like,
about to
okay, so
say,
you don't have the lizard.
I was about
So
to say, is that
Iguana's
just a random iguana?
he's kind of like the lizard except not the lizard. It's exactly there's no other way to put it. He doesn't completely suck. He sucks that he is what he is, but he doesn't completely suck. That seems to be
Uh,
the gist I get from watching people talk about it. I've never read a comic with him in it because I'm not a big Spider-Man fan.
Batman Arkham City, Ra's al Ghul, and Killer Croc.
Yeah, he's been a lot of things. I mean, you could just whoop go right through and you'd
He
see
was
all.
Atlas and Peabody. He was Atlas and Peabody.
Yeah.
This man
He
just
was the
got.
announcer on the Powerpuff Girls.
Wait a minute, I just saw Left 4 Dead 2 over here.
The Powerpuff Girls. You know that guy? That guy was like one of the best parts of that
Oh,
show.
I got excited. He's like, I saw Left 4 Dead 2, and I was like, oh my god, what is he doing?
He's like zombie.
And infected. Oh,
Yeah.
good. I was. Whoa.
He's Klaus on American Dad.
I don't.
That's probably like the best speaking role I've seen him in. But yeah, he's a lot of stuff. And I just thought it was
Once
really
again,
funny.
the day was saved.
Number 4 in Codename Kid Next Door. All right, we're just gonna read off this guy's IDMB list.
Doom 3 additional voices. Oh,
Let's see
good.
here. And oh, he was in the Lunatics Unleashed.
God.
Oh, do you remember the Lunatics? No, no, nobody
Uh,
remembers the Lunatics.
the
You know why? Because Lunatics was an
Lunatics.
awful idea. It's
I
like, well,
I honestly don't remember the
so
Lunatics.
so remember when in the '90s everything was about being extreme?
Oh, Extreme, like with
Yeah.
an
So
X.
Lunatics is the Looney Tunes, but extreme, and
Oh,
it's set in
ho,
the future.
ho.
Oh, and it just looks butt ugly. You just got like Bugs Bunny's like this black yellow demon looking thing.
Nope.
It was just an awful show. But
So,
yeah. Oh, and
anyway.
he's the voice of Tarlock, who we're talking about today.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I couldn't resist from, okay, I've already gotten on my soapbox and said this a lot of times, but since we're recording this now, I can say it again. I really hate Nickelodeon right now.
Mm.
Not because of what they're putting out. Well, again, yeah, kind of because of what they're putting out. But like when they say like next time on the Legend of Korra, it's extremely spoilerific. Like, holy shit, guys, way to sum up the whole episode in 20
Yeah, they're like, oh,
seconds.
the Avatar's gonna be there, and
Oh, Amon's gonna fight, and then this is gonna happen.
if the show wasn't funny, it would almost be as bad as Dragon Ball Z, because it
Yeah.
feels like they're just like, I don't know, they gotta change with the format or something. I don't know, it just isn't clicking yet. But you know,
So
it's the first season of Airbender was crap, so
I
it was
enjoyed it.
it wasn't crap,
No,
but
what I'm getting
I
at
didn't
is
have the
they're
interest in it.
advertising for like saying the next time on.
Yeah,
Like,
I see
okay,
what you're saying.
so I've been
Well, it's on Nicktoons. Is it come on regular Nick or is it on one
yeah,
of
it's on
the?
Nick.
Yeah, because I don't pay attention to what channel it's on. I was like,
Uh
because on that one on the Nicktoons channel, they have to constantly fill everything with filler.
yeah,
I
but
don't
I
know
mean
why. I guess it's because they just can't get the commercial funding they need.
the ending of this episode was like, "Oh my God, I gotta see the next one." So I gave in. Like I've had this thing where I just as soon as the episode ended, I turn it off so I wouldn't have to see that next time on the Legend of Korra. Here's the whole freaking episode.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, I get.
So I gave in and watched it today, and oh man,
It was a little over revealing.
it's like, hey, look, Amon gets the upper hand and might or might not take away Korra's bending. Oh, good, we have that
What?
again.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If he takes away her bending, ugh,
What?
ugh.
She's gonna have to relearn it. We're gonna have to
No, it's gonna
redo
become
the
this
whole
big
series.
whiny thing. Like anything where you have like teenagers with superpowers, the moment one of them loses one of their superpowers, they
You
just
know,
turn into like these big whiners.
yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be like, I'll never defeat Amon. She's
And
already kind of like that. She totally ran today.
and I mean, yeah, well, there was a little bit of a fight, meaning one
Yeah, she threw
hit.
snow at him and then ran.
Yeah, but I mean, when they want to do that, they take away your bending. It's the end of season one. Now you gotta see season two.
I mean, it's not like the end of season two and with Aang where he
Oh God,
lost it.
that was like
That was a great
that
cliffhanger.
was a huge cliffhanger. It's like he dies and then comes back and we're fucked. And then the Kylie.
I really feel like
Oh
we're getting baited so much for Amon. Like he
yeah.
stopped being intimidating about 2 episodes ago.
Well, what has he done?
He just shows up conveniently at places,
Yeah, it's just
and
like, oh hi guys, I
he be-
remember I had a contract in this show.
he betray everyone.
Oh,
It's like, oh no, obviously, Chick's dad is obviously evil
well, I mean,
from Mr.
let's see.
Sato.
Amon's only been 4 episodes, so
Amon's only no, he's been in more than 4 episodes.
I'm looking at the IMDb. It says 4 episodes.
I think he's been in every episode.
Just hiding in the background.
No, like he made an appearance in the first episode.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's been in every episode, at
and
least
then
in
the
a
second one, yeah,
small way.
yeah.
Not totally sure, but I know what you're saying.
But I mean, come on, Steve Blum doing the voice, so you can't hate Amon. I mean,
Yeah, but see, I'm one of those people that's in the group of like people that can't stand voice actors that they hear play the same voice and everything.
kill yourself. Steve Blum can serenade me while I was having sex,
I'm
and I.
sorry, just because the guy did, just because he was Cowboy Bebop and just because he was Toonami and just because he's awesome doesn't mean he's awesome at everything.
Well, I
Like,
certainly do enjoy his voice, and
it's fine,
it's not just because like I think he did Spike and he did
well, it's
Tsunami
distracting,
Tom. It's like
and it irritates me that he won't try and do a different voice. Like, it's not exactly obvious
I mean that voice has
that.
gotten him a shit ton of gigs.
Well, I mean, J.K. Simmons, his voice isn't exactly obvious that it's him.
Well, yeah, I can definitely tell a character
A lot of the people, I mean,
differentiality
that's one of
between.
those things. It's like he doesn't. Steve Bloom does a lot of things. Like I watched there was a DC animated movie he was in where he played a couple of characters in the same short, and it was really distracting.
Hmm.
Like he was the voice of a radio announcer that was on the radio, and then he was the voice of one of the criminals. So it's just like, wait, is the guy on the radio the same guy?
He might be.
Steve Bloom. Yeah.
Is it Blum or Bloom? I don't even.
It's Bloom.
Well, then spell it Bloom, Bloom,
No,
not
no, 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 no,
Blum.
no. You don't. You can't just change the way it's spelled.
Oh.
Trying to see. Oh, freaking Lance. Speaking of Lance Henriksen, who's the voice of F-Man's right-hand man.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Lance Henriksen. You remember from Aliens,
Oh,
rather?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. The guy who's like the bad guy in a lot of 80s movies. And yeah, they've got some voices in there. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, like David, the guy who plays Mako is Bud from Married with Children.
No shit, you're serious.
Yeah, the little dude. I
Yeah.
say little. I say little dude. He- of course, he's like 10 or 20 years older than me. So rudeness. He's probably 20 years older than me. Rudeness. But no, yeah, there's some good voices. Who's your favorite character
Oh
in
my
Legend of
God.
Korra? I already said Tenzin, but like if you had to choose another, I'd probably go with Bowen, but I think he needs an episode to his own.
Yeah, I do think he needs an episode to his own. Oh God,
That
it's
was one
like
of the strengths of Avatar: The Last Airbender was when you had those character episodes.
but that were still important to the plot.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it did have the advantage of the fact that the first season felt so aimless.
Yeah.
which is because Aang didn't want to accept his destiny. Blah blah blah. Because he's like the Doctor from Doctor Who. He's running.
Don't watch Doctor. Um, I I'd have to say Amon, just because
Why?
I don't know. Hold on.
He's just a guy in a mask.
I
It's
just
like
I
you know my
love
favorite
his
character wasn't
like
Inspector Gadget.
asshole. I
Doctor,
just love
come
his
on.
like assholishness. Let's create like equality and peace by causing a war.
Well, you know how bending is part of the human soul. How about how I just connect that connection? You know.
Sounds fine to me. Um,
uh, oh, I mean, Anon, Anon. Guys,
uh,
guys with hoods and masks.
oh, I know who my favorite character is.
Okay.
It's the Cabbage Corp guy.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fun.
Not my Cabbage Corp. That just
Uh,
made the whole like series absolutely worth it for me.
yeah, that was a pretty awesome moment. I'm trying to think what is it about this series that I like it, but I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know what direction it's going for yet. That makes sense?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell exactly, what
What
they're.
kind of tone they're going for exactly?
Yeah, because I definitely noticed that they've recently, almost cut off the comedy elements.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of good jokes in that episode. I mean, probably the moment I noticed that was funny was when the littlest son of Tenzin.
Answering the phone.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. This better be important. It's 6 a.m. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Pretty funny. Um, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. Some of the stuff in today's episode, while I'd say it was a good episode because I don't think they make bad episodes. I thought some of the winky winky like nudge nudge stuff in the flashback was a little too much.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like where first it was like with Twinkle Toes. I was like, I don't know if Toph would really call him Twinkle Toes still.
Well, even Ango's like, uh, I'm
I'm
like
40.
40
Come
years
on.
old.
Yeah. Well, it's even worse. Well, what really was obnoxious was when Sokka got his only line, and Sokka's my favorite character from the first series.
God, Sokka is like,
He's just
Sokka
like,
grew up.
he's like, oh, well, we've met many interesting benders.
I mean,
And
we met the
it's the
first
guy who plays him trying
bloodbender.
to do an adult version of the voice that isn't his
Yeah.
voice. And he's like, well, I once killed a guy named Combustion Man with my boomerang, and Bayfog once learned how to bend steel. And I was like, who talks like that in a court?
Yeah.
Like you're giving out a ruling. Oh, I once, I
I
once ate
once
cactus
choked a
juice.
man with my boomerang, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It kind of felt like Sokka. At least the dialogue written was
No,
Sokka.
I mean, it just felt like to me like I said, there was a little too much nudge nudge, shoulder shoulder, like trying to get you like, huh? Remember the old
Hey,
series,
hey,
huh?
hey, guys. Hey, for the fans, remember the fans? Hey, guys, guess what? Guess what? It's for you. It's like,
We're never gonna tell you what happened with the mom. With Zuko's mom? You're never gonna know. Never.
God, if they don't, I will. Oh, that's going in the
What's
book.
gonna turn out is that he lives at a shack. What,
Well,
they
I
haven't
mean,
talked about the Fire Nation? Is there a Fire Nation anymore?
that's a good question, but like, if like, if they never answer that question, that's going in the book
Well,
for
isn't
worst
isn't
plot
Republic
holes
City
ever.
isn't Republic City built around Avatar Island? Wasn't Avatar Island, was that the one that where the Kyoshi warriors were? Or no, that's the one that was over by Fire Nation. They're in Fire Nation.
I mean, like, Republic City's in the middle of the world, so
Was it Earth Kingdom or Fire Nation? Because I thought it was Fire Nation because I remember that They said it was Avatar Island, like it was the island that Avatar Roku lived on. Remember, with the volcanoes.
Oh, well, then that would be Fire Nation.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah.
Sure.
um, I don't really have that much more to say about the series. I think my favorite element of the series is probably the music.
Well, I mean, the track team, is that what they're called? The track team?
You can call them that. It sounds cool.
Well, I think that's what they're called. At least that's what I have in my bootleg version of the first series
Oh, okay.
soundtrack. Yeah, Disney, not Disney. Nick needs to just come out and release that soundtrack. Please. I'm
Dude,
tired of my pixely bootleg version. It's not good.
I'd love to have an Avatar soundtrack for playing Asian oriented campaigns in D&D. That would just be awesome.
Oh,
Because it's like, yeah,
if they do
or
not
even better, just
release,
for Cyberpunk, that'd be
yeah,
pretty cool for the Korra because it's very it's so faux steampunk, and then they've got like the 1920s like it's so cool.
yeah. I mean, if they don't come out and release that soundtrack, they're a fool, and they're
You're
a
a fool.
fool. I mean, it's kind of like if
You
they
are the
don't.
fool.
I mean, it's kind of like if they don't put Legend of Korra on Blu-ray. It's like, you're serious.
They won't.
Why? Why won't they?
because because it's not profitable. They put it on DVD. It's like when they used to put shit on VHS.
Put it on Blu-ray for me. I want to see it in 1080p, please.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's like, please put My Little Pony on Blu-ray. I mean,
that's not gonna happen either.
I'd
Oh my
buy
gosh.
that. I'd buy it. I mean,
No
like
way. It's like
five
put
disc
Simpsons
set.
on Blu-ray. It's not
Uh,
gonna happen.
that's not gonna happen because there's too many episodes.
I mean, that's not gonna happen because there's too many episodes. Just because it's not feasible yet.
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree with
even though
that.
you could pick up a Blu-ray player for like $50,
Is it $50 now?
I think you could pick up a Blu-ray player for $50.
Jesus, man, I
If
paid
you do it at the right
bank
time of the
for mine.
year and you get like a rebate and all that.
I
But it's
paid
not going to be a
bank
good
for
Blu-ray
mine.
player. It's going to break down in like a year.
Oh, good. Yeah, I
Well,
guess
have you
I
heard those things?
no, I bought mine 2 years ago for 120.
I mean, they're kind of loud. Like,
Mine's quiet.
I remember whenever I played my old PS3, because I had a fat one. Whenever I did anything with it, it just made the most awful noise. It sounded like a fucking engine was going off. Yeah, it was like I had to turn the volume up on the TV so I wouldn't hear it.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the yellow ring of death, and
Yellow Ring of Death.
you ever heard of the yellow ring of death?
I have not heard of the Yellow Ring of Death.
You know
Please.
the PS3 actually has a pretty high failure rate.
What? When did this happen?
It's always happened. They just don't. It's not nearly as bad as the Xbox 360, but it did have a pretty high failure rate. The original, I think at least the fat version did. I'm not 100% sure.
Lovely.
I
So,
hear people talking about it. They're like, "Yeah, do you know there's a yellow ring of death?" And what happens is when your PS3 bites the dust, the little light on it, the green one turns yellow.
nope.
I only got one. I only got technically two red rings, and it was on the same Xbox. And then I got a new Xbox, and then I've never had any trouble since.
And that's why I am a PC gamer.
Eh. Yeah, but
Well,
your
I'm
PC
sorry,
can crap out
Mac
too.
gamer. I'm a
And
Mac
I was gonna
gamer.
say you pay like 10 times what I would pay for an Xbox. Because you can pick up an Xbox for $100 now. You
A,
can
a
not pick up a Mac
360.
for $100.
A 360.
Yeah, they have it. They have a set. They just announced a new deal recently where you can pick up 100. Oh, you can pick up one for like $100, and what you do is I think it's like a payment plan. It's
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, the payment plans actually cost more than
of course it
buying
does.
a
It's
new
a
one.
payment plan. They don't make payment plans to help out the consumer. They make the payment plan to I guess they help to make out the consumer. I don't know. The point is, yeah, it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, I don't want to get in a whole argument about PC or Mac versus console because that's just kind of a.
Well, it's apples and oranges.
It's not even just apples and oranges. It's like comparing. It's not even that different for me. It's like comparing tangerines and oranges. Eh.
Well, I mean,
It's just a different way to game. It's not that much
yeah, it's
different.
kind of like I can say some games are better on the PC, and then playing a game on the PC, I'll be like, oh God, this must be better on the console, just because of the controller system.
Yeah, I mean, there's some games that like some people really think that FPSs should be played on PCs,
Yeah, they should.
but I don't.
They should. You know why? You know why? Because it's so easier to aim faster.
So that makes it better
Yes,
because you have point and click aiming. It makes it better.
totally, yes.
That doesn't mean that it's cheaper and not and totally unlike anything in real life.
Well, you know
Because
what?
imagine how much easier it would be if you were a sniper and you could just like point. You have a little cursor on your sniper gun on your little sight, and you just move it and point at the guy's head, and it just pops. See, that does. And then and when you play like Call of Duty on the Xbox or Battlefield on the Xbox, you've got to actually use the sight like a real sight.
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
That's why I use Steam.
Anyway, yeah, this seems to be working out pretty well, dude.
Yay.
I like how we got like 25 minutes of talking about one subject without getting off rails, and then we got off rails.
Yeah.
But uh, but yeah, I definitely got some subjects. When do you want to try and do an official one of these?
You want to try for tomorrow?
Yeah, I can't think of anything I'm doing tomorrow off the top of my head.
I have
Um,
I have to go to work at 4 today and tomorrow. Fuck.
yeah.
So, I mean, if I can like persuade my mom to be like, "Yo, mom, I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna like I'm gonna be talking." It's cool. If I can do
Mm,
that without my parents being like, "We got chores."
just do your chores first.
Knowing my parents, they'll be like, "Well, you can do chores up until you go to job."
Oh
Um,
well. Well, now you've got evidence of it.
would you like to for you to send me this? I mean, would you like me to send you this recording
Sure.
just so you know what it sounds like?
Yeah, I'll listen over it, and we might post the avatar part of the conversation as like a bonus thing, just like
Okay.
a episode 0 kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Like a like a hi, this is our tastes. Do you not like our tastes? Fuck you.
It's not even that. It's just like this is what it's gonna be like.
All right. But
I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
probably will have to do some editing on this.
I mean, I downloaded Audacity, so I re-downloaded it.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm
I
still
gotta cut it off.
recording.
I just gotta cut it off at this point and this point, and it'll be ready to go.
Yeah, just cut it off right here and then go here and add this and ho ho ho.
Add a commercial break, and then I can start making sweet ducats.
What the hell is a ducat?
It's what you make when you're making money off of I don't know. It's like it's gold. It's a measurement. It's a measurement of currency.
Oh,
Ducats of gold. I'm gonna Google this now. Ducats, because I've always yeah. It's just a gold coin. Ducats.
okay.
Man, it's one of those fancy words I like to throw around occasionally. There you go. All right, dude.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna stop recording right